I thought I haven't done a spotlight for such a long time on a certain character, and you know what? Why not relive some Naruto spotlights? And let's talk about Sasuke Uchiha. What is going on, guys? I am Dan the Man, aka Daniel's son, and we are talking Sasuke Uchiha. And I'm just reliving some of the characters I've grown to really nostalgia, fond for, really like. Sasuke is a character, once I got introduced to the world of Naruto, the first person I actually really, who was my favorite, who I really thought, wow, this character looks badass, he has badass jutsus or powers. His eyes, that's what drew me right from the beginning. Because if you know my story of getting into Naruto, you know that my uncle introduced me into the Naruto world, and Naruto was on Toonami at the time, or somewhere around there, and they had episodes of when they are doing the what's it called, the forest, the dangerous forest they're in, and that's when Naruto and of course Sasuke and Sakura, it was the Junin challenge, I believe, or something like that. It's called like that. I don't know. It's been a while. Well, anyway, but what really got me into it was this character named Sasuke, and my uncle asked me which character did you like, and I said, you know what, I really like that Sasuke guy. Naruto's kind of annoying. Sasuke's actually a really badass character, and he has all these, he blowing fire out of his mouth and all that stuff. So when I first got into the Naruto series, it was Sasuke, but then even then I went online and I finally caught up to where it was in the anime and the Japanese, and then I caught up to the manga. So Sasuke, you could say Sasuke definitely, it drew my interest, but I really was interested in this world of Naruto, not only for Sasuke, but for every other character, and see what Naruto was all about. And believe me, I'm going to say this right now, I'll do a top 5 Naruto characters, so maybe I won't spoil it, but I'm just talking about Sasuke at this point. Excuse me. Now we all know Sasuke is very overpowered. We knew he was gifted from the get-go. The only problem I had with Sasuke was he was always complaining that Naruto was getting this ability, that he was catching up, that Sasuke was to avenge his death of his parents and his clan to kill Itachi. However, Naruto just seemed to always be right there with Sasuke, and Sasuke was getting annoyed by that. For me, I always thought, you know what, Sasuke, why don't you train like Naruto, and you could be superior and far surpass Naruto. But it never seemed Sasuke trained. It always seemed Sasuke was handed this stuff, and because he was Uchiha, he automatically gained this power. Even Rock Lee says himself, you already are established. Just because you're in Uchiha already makes you an awesome, badass character. But me, Rock Lee, I gotta train my ass off. That's why I respect Rock Lee. But I still like Sasuke. I did love the storyline where, listen, this guy lost his parents. This guy lost his clan. He was a happy kid, if you think about it. If you looked at the manga, if you looked at the anime. And then his world just completely got turned upside down. He doesn't want to be social. He doesn't want to talk to anybody. He doesn't want to be your friend. He wants revenge. And you know what? Sometimes, if you watch a lot of film, you know, revenge flicks are the most interesting. So Sasuke was one of the most interesting characters because not only was his family and his and his clan killed, but it was killed. They were killed by his own brother, and of course we learn along the way. Of course, I'll have spoilers up top of the thumbnail, so just to let you guys know, spoiler alert. But along the it was just crazy to know that his own brother Itachi is the one that killed everybody, and that made you more sympathetic, a little bit sympathetic towards Sasuke. But then over the years, especially the recent years, you started to see Sasuke's character, and you started to really say, what the hell are you doing, Sasuke? Why do you continue to go this path? Why? You're very, very emotional. You're going crazy. At one point, he almost kills Sakura. At one point, he meant to kill her. I think the first meeting between him, Naruto, and Sakura, when they went to go rescue him in the compound, I think that first meeting, he didn't really want to kill her. I don't think he was going to. But that second fateful meet where Sakura goes to find Sasuke and Karen's there, I believe he tried to kill her. So I have really a love-hate towards Sasuke. I think I really started to gradually start liking him again, definitely towards after the Kaguya fight, and when he just grew up. And Gaiden kind of really opened my eyes a little bit more to Sasuke and where he's at right now. He's still not that sociable, but there's a lot of anime characters that are like that, who don't like to talk, who are not that sociable, who don't really open up. They only open up to a few. However, in Gaiden, you can see that he does love Sarada, even though he is constantly going out on missions, but he's doing it for his family, and he does love Sakura. If down the road, it's a little odd since he almost tried to kill her, but it is what it is. Sasuke I loved all his designs. I loved all his costumes. He had the best costumes. He had the best hair. He had a katana. Chidori, when Kakashi trained him, that was epic when he learned Chidori. When he was able to really form different techniques out of Chidori. Also getting the Rinnegan. It's a little too overpowered, but it was still badass that he gained that power as well. And then the epic fight between him and Itachi really made me just invested, really made me watch. And you know what? I was rooting for Sasuke, because Sasuke, come on. Just get your revenge. Let's do it. And then hopefully you go back to Konoha. So there was a lot of twists and turns. He didn't know where this character was going. There was a lot of bumps in the road with his character. There was a lot of, why are you doing this? And there was a lot of moments where he got his ass handed to him, especially against Killer B. But down the line, when it's all said and done, from point A to point B, Sasuke always maintained that he always wanted revenge. He always was going... I guess he is like a true Avenger, and he did end up killing Itachi, even though he realized that Itachi was actually not the good guy. However, he did a lot of this for a reason, and Sasuke really knew that he messed up. He definitely messed up. But he defeated Madara. He had his epic showdown with Naruto, and that line where he says, Naruto, I'll admit it, you're better than me, you beat me, you won. He was convinced by Naruto, and that Talk no Jutsu is strong. Even Sasuke can't handle that Talk no Jutsu. But with Sasuke Uchiha, love him, hate him. I am neutral about him. I don't absolutely love him anymore. I'm just going to give that away right now. He's not my favorite Naruto character, but he's definitely one of the characters that was interesting, that you wanted to see on screen a lot of the time. Those films that Naruto Shippuden films, you wanted, whenever they advertised Sasuke, you expected Sasuke. The last Naruto the movie, you're like, oh my god, Sasuke's in here. I gotta watch it. Hopefully he's in here a lot, or a very long time. He's not. Boruto, I haven't seen the film yet, but Sasuke's in it, and we want to see that as well. And then the dynamic between him and Naruto, that alone, there was 3 things I wanted to find out why I stuck with Naruto, and why I wanted to find out. Before I die, I want to know these 3 things. And that was 1, Naruto and Hinata. Were they going to get together? Check that off. 2, how was Kishimoto going to do the whole peace thing? Everybody, trusts each other, peace throughout, forever. How was he going to do that? That was kind of an epic fail in my opinion. I can have another video talking about that, because I think Kishimoto really dropped the ball on that. 3, Naruto and Sasuke. How was that all going to end? Now, it did feel rushed towards the end, but however, the Naruto and Sasuke dynamic and their final fight really was fantastic. It was rushed, Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a nice bow. It was something I really didn't think was going to happen when both of them really lost an arm. The really the hidden message or whatever, the overall theme of the battle was great. Them full max power, even though after fighting Kaguya, they still went at it, and it just was a great finale. It was a great fight between the two. It wasn't as good as the first fight. I think it was a little bit better than the first fight, honestly. Just slightly better. Both fights had meaning to it. Both fights had depth to it. Both these two were brothers, so I love the dynamic between Naruto and Sasuke. And I think Sasuke definitely you see that he definitely viewed Naruto as a brother, and it just was it was a cool. It's a rivalry. It's a rivalry yet brothership, and I could relate to that. Maybe that's why I could relate somewhat to Sasuke in that, because he tells him, "You're my best friend," and I have a lot of best friends like that. Yeah, I have a lot of rivals like that too. Like my one friend, he's one of my best friends, but he's also my rival. We always compete. It's a competition. So, Sasuke, Uchiha. I don't know where I was going. Uchiha. The one match, though, I totally wanted to see him in that we never got was Sasuke versus Neji. I really wanted that fight. It was hinted. It was foreshadowed. It never came to. Sasuke, of course, would have owned Neji because Sasuke is just too overpowered toward the later years. However, in the beginning, I would have loved to see these two go at it, especially in a tournament. But it didn't happen. So Sasuke, I want to do a spotlight on Sasuke because there is a lot of hate from Sasuke, and some of it is well granted, especially the craziness that was going on with him. But at the end of the day, he did help defeat Madara. He did help defeat Kaguya. Does that atone for all his sins he did? No, it doesn't. Does that make him an amazing character? Well, if you do like overpowered characters and you do like the design is part of the character. If you like Sasuke design, he has an awesome design. He's definitely not the most charismatic or likable character, but he is the most coolest character. I think that's the best definition you can give the guy, is the coolest character because of what all he has to offer to the series. And if it wasn't for Sasuke's character, this series wasn't going to be as good as it was, because you need somebody to counter Naruto, and Sasuke was the perfect counterpart to Naruto. So I believe Sasuke Uchiha does deserve a spotlight. He does deserve to be liked, hated, and loved by many. But he's there. He's an iconic character. He's an iconic figure because Naruto is such a big, huge series, not only for Japan, but from America too. And it is somewhat of a bridge, just like Dragon Ball Z was for us back in the 90s. However, Sasuke, definitely, I'm neutral about him. I do like him. I do hate him sometimes. But overall, I think he's perfect for Naruto to counterpart. And it was great. It was a great ride. It was a great fitting end to the Sasuke character. I can't wait to see the Boruto movie to see how much he has evolved from Gaiden, the manga chapters, the special, and see how the relationship and dynamic between him, Sakura, and Sarada maybe be in there. But it's possibly, I think I really want to see him interact with Naruto's son, Boruto, because Sasuke is somewhat the new generation Kakashi. So thank you guys for listening. I'm Dan the Man, aka Dan the Son. I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and like the video if you like it, and comment below. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. I know this is a interesting subject. I know a lot of people have opinions on Sasuke. This is just my opinion. This is my spotlight on him, and that's Sasuke Uchiha and what he means to me in the Naruto universe. So see you guys later. I'm Dan the Man, aka Dan the Son, and I am out.